This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate.
Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors.
I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. And you know, we've been talking about it every single week, but the fact of the matter is that title theft and deed theft and house stealing is a big thing. And we're seeing that a lot of these criminals, these cyber criminals, are becoming more and more sophisticated. And that's why if you own your home free and clear or you have a lot of equity, you need to have Equity Protect and the protection they provide. They have a patented process that they physically stop scammers from stealing your hard-earned equity. And the great thing is you can get a free risk assessment by going to their website, equityprotect.com. You just put your address in, and then they will tell you where you are on the scale of low to high risk. And the interesting thing is that if you are low risk, you can get free monitoring from them and you don't have to pay for it. And then they'll just keep monitoring until maybe there's a change and you are a higher risk candidate. And then they'll let you know at that time. But they don't take everybody because not everybody needs their service. But if you own your home free and clear or you have a lot of equity, you probably need Equity Protect. Get 30% off by using the discount code PROTECT30 and just go to equityprotect.com. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Garrett Reese, your neighborhood transformation specialist.
And if you've got a question for us or a comment, or you're just saying, hey, I want to hire you guys to sell my home or to buy a home, well, we can help you. Just give us a call, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or as always, you can live chat with us 24/7 on the website at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
And I'm excited. We have a pretty cool show for you today with these topics. What's number one, Garrett?
Conquering real estate. Napoleon strategies applies to home buying in Northern California.
I know, that's going to be fun. In fact, just saw that movie, Napoleon, starring Joaquin Phoenix. So that's part of why we're talking about these strategies. Number two is the 7 most affordable countries where Americans, you and me, we can easily buy real estate.
So once again, you can get a hold of us on the Radio Realtors hotline anytime at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can use our live chat option 24/7 at our website. That is radiorealtors.com. radiorealtors.com. Well, I know we talked about it before the show started, and I asked you if you had seen the movie Napoleon starring Joaquin Phoenix, right? And you said, I haven't yet.
But I wanted to. I love the previews. I love him as an actor. It looks like a very interesting movie. So,
well, you saw him in The Joker, right?
Oh, every role he plays is fantastic.
Brutal.
He gets into character in any role that he plays.
Right. And I would agree with you on that. That Joker movie, though, it was just depressing and dark. Yeah. And so now Napoleon isn't so depressing and dark. There are some depressing moments, but what we were trying to do is talk about Napoleon Bonaparte's war strategies as depicted by Ridley Scott's movie starring Joaquin Phoenix. And it was really enlightening on how he used things and the modern battle of buying a home in Northern California. I wanted to kind of put those two things together.
Is it a death match?
Well, we're gonna make it so that it wouldn't be. But what were you saying about Napoleon?
Napoleon was one of history's greatest military minds, and believe it or not, his strategies can teach us a lot about navigating today's competitive real estate market.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. And I know that we were talking about it before Matt gave us the go-ahead that we were on the radio, but we've identified 6 key points where these two seemingly different worlds, they kind of intersect. It's sort of like a harmonic convergence, right? From preparation and timing to flexibility and resilience. And we're going to break it all down for you.
So Rob, let's get started with our first point, preparation and intelligence gathering.
Yeah, Garrett, in Ridley Scott's portrayal, we see Napoleon as this meticulous planner, right? Who never enters the battle without extensive preparation and intelligence gathering. And this aspect of his strategy is crucial when you're buying a home in Northern California.
Exactly, Rob. And when, just like Napoleon, prospective home buyers need to gather as much information as possible before making any moves.
Right. And this means researching the housing market, understanding current trends, and identifying which neighborhoods are most desirable to you.
And let's not forget about financial preparation, Rob.
Yeah.
Getting pre-approved for a mortgage is like Napoleon ensuring his troops are well supplied.
Yeah, you know what? In that movie, they're out there without shoes and stuff in the winter. But this gives us a clear understanding of your budget when you get that financial preparation done, that pre-approval done, and signals to sellers that you're a serious contender. And there's no doubt about it. Knowledge is power. The more you know about that housing market and the more you know about your financial situation, the better equipped you're going to be to make informed decisions and avoid those costly mistakes.
And remember, just as Napoleon would have, studied maps and enemy positions, home buyers should study property listings and go on home tours.
Yeah. And then the other thing you need to do is just call us, the Radio Realtors, and we can give you the lay of the land. So we can be your Napoleon when he was victorious, right? We're not talking about that Battle of Waterloo, but call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or live chat with a member of our team at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
And let's get to point number 2. Timing is everything.
Right, Garrett. Napoleon's success on the battlefield, it often came down to his impeccable sense of timing. And he knew exactly when to strike to maximize his advantage. And this principle is equally important in our real estate market.
Absolutely. In Northern California, the market can be extremely competitive, and timing your purchase just right can make all the difference.
Yep. For example, there are certain times of the year, like right now, when more homes are listed, providing buyers with more options and potentially some better deals.
And don't overlook the importance of monitoring interest rates. They can fluctuate and can make a significant impact on the overall cost of your home.
And Garrett, keeping an eye on economic indicators and market trends can help you make your move at the optimal time. Just like Napoleon wouldn't launch an attack without the right conditions, home buyers should be patient and wait for the right moment to make their offer.
Sometimes a little patience can save you thousands of dollars. Timing also means being ready to act quickly when you find the right property.
Absolutely. And in a hot market, hesitation can mean losing out to another buyer. So have your financing in order and be prepared to move fast.
How about point number 3, flexibility and adaptability?
Yeah, one of Napoleon's greatest strengths was his ability to adapt to changing circumstances on the battlefield. And this flexibility is crucial for home buyers as well.
That's right. The real estate market can be unpredictable. A home that you love might get snapped from under you by another buyer, or seemingly a perfect deal might fall through.
Yeah, and being able to adapt and stay flexible is super essential. Buyers should have a list of your must-haves, but also you kind of got to be willing to compromise on less critical aspects. And maybe the location isn't perfect, but the house ticks all the other boxes, or perhaps the house needs some work, but it's within your budget and it has good potential.
Yep. Flexibility can also mean being open to different types of homes or neighborhoods. Sometimes a little outside the box thinking can lead to finding a hidden gem.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to revise your strategy. If you're not having success, it might be time to look in a different area or adjust your budget. And adaptability is key when it's a fluid market. Now, we've got to go to break, but if you'd like to work with the Radio Realtors, we would like to work with you. Give us a call at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can live chat with us, as we always say, at our website. It's radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. And we'll be back right after this. There are some people that believe that all mortgage lenders are the same. But do you believe that diamonds and cubic zirconia are the same? Well, at first glance, they look very similar. But to the trained eye, they are totally different because one's a fake. What's even worse is when you're in the middle of buying a home and you discover that your mortgage lender is a cubic zirconia. This discovery could make you lose your dream home and your hard-earned money. And if you want the real thing and not a fake when it comes to buying your next home, you need the diamond of lenders, Jeff Compton. Compton with Guild Mortgage. Jeff and his team, they're devoted to helping you get the right loan with the best interest rates and the lowest fees. And Jeff can close fast in many cases in as little as 10 to 21 days. For a quick response, you can call or text Jeff at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. That's jeffcompton.com. NMLS ID number 298997. Equal housing lender.
Brandon Tatum here, host of the Officer Tatum Show. Have you heard that teamwork makes the dream work? Well, I've been part of some really special teams. I play football, I worked in law enforcement, and even my team here on the radio. And if you're wanting to buy a home anywhere in Northern California, call the dream team, Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall, the radio realtors with eXp Realty. Check this out. Royce and Angela were first-time homebuyers wanting to buy a home in Lincoln. Rob and Frank met with them, discussed their wants and needs for a home, got them pre-approved with one of their preferred mortgage lenders, and had them out looking for homes the very same day. Rob and Frank found them the perfect home and negotiated a great price. And in just 21 days, Royce and Angela had the keys to their dream home. As a home buyer, they can help you win too, even in this shifty market. Call the dream team, Rob and Frank, the radio realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. DRE number 01406275.
With summertime here, maybe it's finally time to do something with that house that you own that is stressing you out.
Yeah, whether it's a heavy fixer-upper with deferred maintenance, an older all-original home, an inherited house, or even a hoarder home.
Or maybe you have bad tenants, a divorce sale, or you're behind on payments.
We've got something called the Easy Cash offer. If you're in need of a fair and quick all-cash home sale, Rob and Garrett here at the Radio Realtors can help.
Call the Radio Realtors today, 833-32-RADIO.
That's 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second of it.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. And obviously, it's a serious issue when you've got heavy hitters like Sebastian Gorka, Mike Gallagher, and Dennis Prager coming to the Equity Protect team, because it is a serious thing. There's people out there that are trying to steal your hard-earned equity. They're trying to steal your title, and people are just trying to steal your home right out from under you. And most of us, our home and the equity we have in it is one of our largest assets. Well, you certainly don't want to wake up one morning and lose it, right? So if you have high equity or you own your home free and clear, you need to go to equityprotect.com and get your free risk assessment. And I would say, even if you have 50% equity or even 30% equity, go there and just get your free risk assessment. Find out what your risk level is. And if it's a low risk level, they can monitor for you for free. If you're a medium to high risk level, then you probably want their service. And it's really affordable and it's really good, folks. They're one of the best companies that I have ever come across. So go to equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com. Use discount code PROTECT30 and tell them that the Radio Realtor sent you. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I am Garrett Reese, your neighborhood transformation specialist.
And we are talking about conquering real estate, Napoleon strategies applied to home buying in Northern California. The way this all came about is I watched the movie Napoleon. It's called Napoleon, which not Napoleon Dynamite like we were talking about earlier, but is Napoleon starring Joaquin Phoenix. It's a Ridley Scott movie. It's super long, so if you are going into it tired, or maybe you've had a couple glasses of wine and you're trying to wind down,
Might need to take a couple nights to watch it.
Yeah, probably 2 or 3 nights, because it's a long movie and there are some lulls, right? But it is very cinematic and creative, and it's pretty to watch. It's pretty amazing.
Does he speak in an accent?
No, he doesn't. So he just speaks English, right?
Sure.
And then there are people that they have English people in there that they've got the great accents and they talk like this, but it's not like he's going, "I want to tell you something," like he's not.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they're not talking with a French accent,
Got it.
which is
could've been
good
impressive.
and bad, but anyway, it's a great movie, and I was just taken by his military strategies, and I thought, gosh, I wonder if there's some similarities with buying a home in Northern California and planning for battle.
We have to be strategic, that's for sure.
Right. So point number one, we said, was preparation and intelligence gathering. And, without extensive preparation and intelligence gathering, you could fail in your home buying process, right? And we see that a lot of times people put the cart before the horse. They go out and they find the perfect home, but they didn't get pre-approved. And now they're scrambling and things like that. And then they're making bad decisions, right? And sometimes those things, come together. Like we've had people come to us, and say, hey, I want to buy this house. I need your help. And yeah, we can formulate a plan because we have those Napoleonic strategies for home buying. But, you don't want to necessarily put yourself at a disadvantage right off the bat. So preparation and intelligence gathering, point number one. Point number two is timing is everything. And I think that is really, really true. You need to know, when to strike. And, you can't always time the real estate market. We talk about that, right? You can't time interest rates and you can't do this. But there are certain times where you can time and make a good buy. And it's always a good time to buy real estate if you can get a home for a good price, right? And that doesn't mean you're getting a home for, $175,000 less than the list price or something like that. It just might be that maybe you get in at a time where you get it for maybe the list price, maybe you're getting some closing costs paid for you, or you're able to negotiate a good deal for yourself, right? And if it's a home for your family to live in, then you start building equity right away. Every payment that you make is kind of a forced savings plan. So timing is everything was point number two. Point number three is flexibility and adaptability. Man, you got to be able to pivot when you're in a battle. Well, the same thing is in home buying. Sometimes you got to change your strategy a little bit. I have some people that say, hey, we're really interested in North Natomas and we're looking for this type of home. They want a single story home, 4 bedrooms, 3,000 square feet and things like that. Well, there's not a lot over there in their price range for that. So they pivoted over and said, can we start looking Arden Arcade, Carmichael, Fair Oaks? Well, it opened up some more things for them. So you kind of got to pivot. You kind of got to be adaptable. And you don't want to necessarily settle for something, but you've got to be flexible at times, right? So what is point number 4 there, Garrett?
Point number 4 is the importance of allies.
Yeah, Garrett, in the movie, Napoleon knew the value of strong alliances, right? And his strategic partnerships often tip the scales in his favor. Home buyers need allies too, and that could come in the form of us real estate agents, mortgage brokers, and inspectors.
Exactly. Hiring us, the radio realtors, is like having a trusted advisors on your side because we have the inside scoop on new listings and understand the intricacies of the market, and we can negotiate on your behalf.
And let's not overlook mortgage loan officers. They can help you navigate the complex world of home loans and find the best rates and the lowest fees. And inspectors also are crucial allies, helping you avoid costly surprises down the line.
Right. Building a dedicated team of professionals around you can make the home buying process smoother and more successful. Just like Napoleon didn't fight alone, neither should you.
And Garrett, your allies can provide valuable insights and support, making the journey to home ownership less daunting and more manageable. So call us right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or live chat with a member of our team at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
Okay, now let's get to point number 5, strategic planning and long-term vision.
Yeah, Napoleon always had a grand strategy and a long-term vision. He didn't just think about the immediate battle, but the overall campaign. And home buyers should also have a long-term plan.
This is true, Rob. Buying a home isn't just a transaction. It's a major life decision with long-term implications.
Absolutely. And buyers need to consider not just their current needs, but their future ones as well. Like, will the home suit your lifestyle 5, 10, or even 20 years from now?
Yeah, this also means thinking about the size of your home, the quality of your local schools, the commute to work, and the potential for resale value.
Yeah, and a well-thought-out plan can help ensure your investment pays off in the long run. And like Napoleon, you shouldn't be afraid to dream big, because he was a tiny guy. He was only like 5 foot. 5 foot.
He was.
Yeah.
He wore high heels, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Even in battle. But you want to aim for a home that not only meets your needs, but also brings joy and satisfaction.
Yep. Your home is not just a place to live. It's an investment in your future. And strategic planning and long-term vision can help you make the most of it. For sure.
So let's get to point number 6, resilience and determination.
Yeah, Garrett, Napoleon faced many setbacks in his career. I mean, his resilience and his determination kept him moving forward. And home buyers in Northern California, you need to have that same tenacity.
Right. The process can be long and difficult with lots of ups and downs, and you might face multiple rejections, bidding wars, or unexpected financial challenges.
However, staying resilient and determined is the key. And it's important to stay positive and keep your end goal in mind. Every setback is just another step toward finding your perfect home. And remember, persistence pays off every time.
And Rob, just like Napoleon never gave up, even in the face of adversity, home buyers should remain dedicated in their pursuit.
Yeah, Garrett, if you're a potential home buyer, realize that your dream home is out there, and with the right strategy, you can conquer the market.
Yep. Resilience means learning from each experience and becoming stronger, and each setback is a learning opportunity that brings you closer to your goal.
Man, that sounded like something that a motivational speaker would say. I like that, Garrett.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Appreciate it.
So there you have it, 6 key points that highlight the comparisons between Napoleon Bonaparte's war strategies as depicted in Ridley Scott's movie and buying a home in Northern California. And it's all about preparation and timing, flexibility, building strong alliances, strategic planning, and resilience.
And Rob, we really hope these insights have given you a fresh perspective on the home buying process.
Yeah, whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, adopting these strategic principles can help you navigate the competitive market and achieve your goals. And remember, whether you're facing a battlefield or a bidding war, a little strategy, it goes a long way. So why not have the best strategy on the battlefield of home buying? Well, call us and you'll get it. The Radio Realtors. Our number is 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or live chat with us or one of our members at theradiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
And don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
AC Heat and Plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, Plumbing and Heat, yeah.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and I know by experience having your AC break down on a hot summer day is the worst. Instead of enjoying the cool comfort of your home, you're scrambling to find a good HVAC company, wondering if this will require just a simple repair or if it's time to get a new system. Well, don't worry. The best AC repair service is just a click away. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating offers a wide range of high-quality services to fix problems with your AC system. Their team of experts will work hard to get your broken AC unit back up and running. Don't sweat it. Book your service now at leesair.com. That's leesair.com.
AC Heat and Plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, Plumbing and Heat, yeah. Lee's AC.
If you've been thinking about buying a home, you know it's a tough housing market right now, but I've got wonderful news. There's a new home community that's a reasonable drive from Lincoln, Roseville, North Natomas, and downtown Sacramento, offering brand new 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom homes with solar in the low $400,000 range. And they even have 5-bedroom homes in the low $500,000 range. These homes are beautiful with granite countertops, LVP flooring, spacious floor plans, and great amenities nearby. Find out more. Call the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Schedule a private tour today, and if you decide to buy with us, we will save you thousands of dollars with special incentives. All buyers are welcome, FHA, VA, first-time buyers, and investors too, and you can reserve your home with just a small deposit. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 01406275.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. Title theft and fraud are on the rise, especially if you own your home free and clear or if you have thousands of dollars in equity. And there's only one company that truly stops scammers dead in their tracks from stealing that hard-earned equity that you work so hard for, and that is Equity Protect. You can take your free risk assessment for your home at EquityProtect.com. That's EquityProtect.com. If you're in a medium to high risk, you probably want to register for their entire protection package. If you're in a low risk, then you can just sign up for free monitoring, and they will monitor your deed and your title for free. So it's a great deal either way. And if you decide that you want to go ahead and get their full service, then you can get 30% off your first year by just going to EquityProtect.com and putting in the code PROTECT30. That's PROTECT30. Tell them that the Radio Realtor sent you. We would appreciate it. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Garrett Reese, your neighborhood transformation specialist.
And we are changing gears, I guess, because we were talking about Napoleon and the strategies for conquering. But I guess, we're kind of staying in the same vein because Napoleon was French, right?
Right.
But we're going to talk about the 7 most affordable countries where Americans can easily buy real estate. And housing costs remain elevated, and a politically filled election is on the horizon here. I mean, we are just seeing it right now, with Kamala Harris coming into the picture, and Trump almost got assassinated. Sure. I mean, there's so much going on.
It's going to get intense.
And it's prompted many Americans to consider to move overseas, right? In fact, inquiries about relocating abroad spiked massively after that first debate between President Joe Biden and Republican nominee Donald Trump. And I would imagine it's even more now, right?
Right. I mean, they definitely got a lot of people thinking leaving the state, but then there's definitely that large population thinking about leaving the country.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Rob, some people, they may want a plan B because they're worried about political instability.
Exactly. And relocating overseas could be easier than you think. And it turns out that many countries not only welcome Americans, but they are also much more affordable than the United States.
In fact, Rob, some people say that you can get a visa for Spain in just a few weeks.
Yeah, this is true. Spain is one of the countries that we recommend where you can buy real estate for much cheaper than in the U.S. and also have a good chance of becoming a permanent resident.
Right. They call them golden visas, which is investing in real estate in exchange for residency.
Yeah, and here's the deal. If you have ancestry on your side, there are various types of visas, from digital nomads to long-term visitors, that are all ways that Americans can gain legal entry into other countries.
Yep, people are realizing that in many places around the world, it's possible to buy prime coastal and city properties for much less than comparable homes would cost you here in the United States.
Yeah, and a small or modest budget can afford you a really comfortable home in many places overseas, but a bigger budget can buy you bona fide luxury homes that most people could never dream of affording here in the United States right now.
I think that there is a question that we should be asking, and that is, what are these countries looking for in American buyers?
Well, Garrett, most countries want to see proof of some reliable form of passive income, such as a pension or dividends, royalties, rental income, or Social Security payments that are going to cover your expenses without putting pressure on the local job market.
And other countries allow you to apply for residency by investing in the country, either through a fund or by depositing and keeping a certain amount in the local bank. However, passive income is usually preferred.
Right. And the concern is that you could spend, waste, or even lose your bank and investment account money, but a pension or a proven reliable passive income keeps funding your living expenses.
Exactly. Now, the second question that you should be thinking about is, what things should you be looking for in countries you're considering to move to?
That is a great question, Garrett. And any country you are considering should have the following things: steady real estate prices, a low cost of living, a stable political and economic environment, an ease of commute to the United States if you want to come back, and a large English-speaking population.
So that makes me think, how can you live in one of these countries and score a nice piece of property?
Well, Garrett, golden visas, like you were talking about, have been a popular way for Americans to buy real estate abroad and gain permanent or long-term residency. And a minimum investment amount in real estate, government bonds, or other approved investment vehicles is typically required for you to qualify for the programs.
And Rob, the name Golden Visa comes from its benefits, such as the ability to travel freely within the country and the potential tax benefits.
Yeah, Garrett, totally agree with you. But the primary means of obtaining a golden visa is through investment in foreign real estate. And this also provides you with an opportunity for capital appreciation and rental income.
However, many popular countries, mostly in Europe, have rolled them back after locals were being priced out of the market.
And some golden visa minimum requirements, such as for Greece, were increased, while other countries such as Spain, Portugal, and the Netherlands removed real estate as a basis for a golden visa.
And you might want to bypass Portugal altogether. The country, which offers spectacular surfing and castles galore, was so inundated with visa applications that it became severely backlogged.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there still aren't plenty of opportunities to buy real estate in a foreign country, whether you're going to live there or rent it out. So let's talk about our 7 favorites.
Sounds good. The first most affordable country to buy real estate is Panama.
Panama. I like that song by Van Halen.
That's a great song.
Panama. Yeah. So
can we just play that real quick?
Yeah, we'll play, hopefully Matt can play that on the way out, right? But Panama is a Central American country and is a fast rising star for real estate investors as well as people looking for a change.
And one of the reasons Panama is getting more and more popular is it's very easy for Americans to fly in and out of.
Yeah, in addition to that, this sunny country offers miles of pristine beaches and a large English-speaking expat population, and a visa isn't required to visit.
However, you will need to hire a local immigration attorney to facilitate your residency application, but you only need to show you have $1,000 of income a month.
Yeah, that's pretty low. Argentine, Colombian, and Venezuelan buyers have helped keep the Panama City market stable and growing over the last 10 years, even while other markets in the regions have struggled or even collapsed.
Wow. Well, let's get to the second most affordable country to buy real estate, which is Spain.
Yeah, besides an easy visa process, Spain offers temperate weather, a low cost of living, gorgeous beaches, and easy access to the rest of Europe.
And Rob, Spain welcomes foreign property buyers, and you can generally buy property without restrictions.
Yeah, Garrett, and the best residency option is the non-lucrative visa, or what they call the NLV there in Spain. With the NLV, you must prove your income of about $2,600 a month, and as with most other countries on our list, you must show you have health insurance, no criminal record in the country, and proof of residence. And you like Spain. You've been to Spain, right?
I have been.
And so what did you think of Spain? Did you love it?
It's beautiful. There's amazing buildings, amazing history, amazing architecture, the churches. It's beautiful. Spent a lot of time in Barcelona as well as other cities, all coastal because we did a cruise.
Right.
So we saw everything that was, obviously off the coast. But it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Just imagine a downtown that just keeps going and keeps going. So walkable, shops after shops after shops. No empty blocks. It's just busy and beautiful people, amazing food everywhere. So it's a great experience. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I love amazing food, and Barcelona is home to one of the best soccer teams on the planet.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely so. So we would love to talk to you if you're interested in, moving abroad, or maybe you say, I just want to move around the corner, or I want to move to another city, or I want to move to another state. You want to stay in the United States? That's okay too. We want to work with you. Give us a call, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. We're going to get back with our third most affordable country to buy real estate in. You might be surprised by this one. So give us a call, 833-32-RADIO, or you can live chat with a member of our team anytime at RadioRealtors.com. Back after this. You know, there are some people that believe that all mortgage lenders are the same. But do you believe that diamonds and cubic zirconia are the same? Well, at first glance, they look very similar, but to the trained eye, they are totally different because one's a fake. What's even worse is when you're in the middle of buying a home and you discover that your mortgage lender is a cubic zirconia. This discovery could make you lose your dream home and your hard-earned money. And if you want the real thing and not a fake when it comes to buying your next home, you need the diamond of lenders, Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Jeff and his team, they're devoted to helping you get the right loan with the best interest rates and the lowest fees. And Jeff can close fast in many cases in as little as 10 to 21 days. For a quick response, you can call or text Jeff at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900, or apply online at jeffcompton.com. That's jeffcompton.com. NMLS ID number 298997, Equal Housing Lender.
If you've been thinking about buying a home, you know it's a tough housing market right now, but I've got wonderful news. There's a new home community that's a reasonable drive from Lincoln, Roseville, North Natomas, and downtown Sacramento, offering brand new 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom homes with solar in the low $400,000 range. And they even have 5-bedroom homes in the low $500,000 range. These homes are beautiful with granite countertops, LVP flooring, spacious floor plans, and great amenities nearby. Find out more. Call the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Schedule a private tour today, and if you decide to buy with us, we will save you thousands of dollars with special incentives. All buyers are welcome, FHA, VA, first-time buyers, and investors too, and you can reserve your home with just a small deposit. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. And we've had so many commentators join the team to talk about Equity Protect. We got Dennis Prager, we've got Mike Gallagher, we've got Sebastian Gorka. They are all sponsoring Equity Protect. Do you know why? It's because they are the only company that stops scammers in their tracks. So if you have a lot of equity, or you own your home free and clear, or maybe you have multiple properties and you want to protect them, you need Equity Protect. Get your free risk assessment. Yep, I said the word free. You can go to their website, EquityProtect.com, get that free risk assessment, and find out where you are on the scale of risk by just putting your address in there. And they'll tell you if you're low risk that you don't need their product, but you can get free monitoring services from them, absolutely free, for your property if you're low risk, and they'll continue to monitor it until maybe there's some changes and maybe you have more equity and maybe you have a higher risk property. So go ahead and get that free risk assessment at equityprotect.com. You can also get 30% off if you want to register, and you just use the discount code PROTECT30. That's PROTECT30, and tell them that the Radio Realtor sent you. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Garrett Reese, your neighborhood transformation specialist.
So we are talking about the 7 most affordable countries that Americans can buy real estate in. And the first most affordable country to buy real estate is Panama, right? And we said that Van Halen song,
that's when we
everybody
start
loves it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a Central American country. It's a fast rising
star. Is it
the
theme song for that country?
It should be if it's not. Can you imagine? They got the Banana Boat song or something like that. I don't know what they have, but it should be Panama by Van Halen. We need to call the president or the prime minister of Panama and ask him real quick. But you just have to prove that you have $1,000 a month passive income, and they will probably accept you in Panama. And I mean, can you imagine, if you just had $1,000 a month, or, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month passive income, you can live like a king in Panama.
Sounds amazing. On the beach.
It sounds great. And they have miles and miles of pristine beaches. The second most affordable country to buy real estate in is Spain, and that's a favorite of yours. I know you went on a cruise there and you just loved it, but gorgeous beaches, a low cost of living, easy access to the rest of Europe, and you just have to prove that you have about $2,600 a month income, and you've got that non-lucrative visa or the NLV, and you also can't have a criminal record in the country, and you have to show proof of residence, and you got to have health insurance. But these are things that you've got a pension, or you've got, maybe you have a retirement. You probably have healthcare access, and you can use it there, when you're in Spain. So Spain is another great place to be. Now, this one surprised me. But what is the third one?
Coming in number 3 for the most affordable country to buy real estate is Hungary.
Yeah, it surprised me, this one. It's known for its stunning architecture with castles and palaces and churches, and it's got a vibrant cultural city, which is called Budapest. And Hungary is also a great place to buy real estate.
And here's the good news. Hungary just reinstated its very attractive Golden Visa program after ending it in 2017.
Right, and that means that a $270,000 real estate fund investment will get you work and residence rights for 10 years, as well as temporary residence in any country within the Schengen zone.
And there's quite a few countries in this area, including Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, and Denmark.
Yeah, plus you've got Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Malta, Norway, the Netherlands, Poland. I'm just reading these off.
I mean, that's impressive. Yeah. I'm impressed just hearing you just do this.
And then there's Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland.
And don't forget the 2 that just added earlier this year, Bulgaria and Romania.
Right. And with Hungary's Golden Visa, you could be eligible to buy a piece of property worth just under $550,000. So Hungary is a good place to go.
Yeah, it gives you access to all these other countries around. That's amazing. Yeah. So coming in at number 4 for the most affordable country to buy real estate is France.
Oui. And obviously, if you want a good deal, we recommend staying out of Paris, probably, right?
Absolutely. If you go out to the country, you can find yourself a beautiful villa for a lot less than an apartment in the city of love.
Right. However, si vous avez l'argent, I mean, if you have the money, the city of love.
Are you saying that's what that just meant, what you just said?
Oui. Yes, okay. I did. Yeah, the city of love is a sound investment if you've got the money despite its high prices. And a piece of Paris real estate is one of the surest imaginable stores of wealth long term.
Another bonus, in France is also one of the few countries where foreigners are eligible for mortgages at a low rate at about 2%.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's really low, right? We haven't had those in our country for quite some time.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, and France also has a straightforward visa process with its long stay visa program. The basic requirement is that you can support yourself without taking on work locally.
And as for buying a home, there's no unique restrictions on foreigners.
Right. So once you found a property in France you'd like to buy, you can make a verbal offer and then sign a compromis-vente, which is a legally binding document that locks the buyer and seller into the sale.
And then all you need to do is pay a deposit, engage a notary, and sign the deed of sale.
And even though that sounds quite simple, it takes on average 3 months to purchase a property in France.
Now, I'm almost disappointed that we're going to go into another country here because that means you're not going to keep talking in French.
I know.
So coming at the 5th most affordable country to buy real estate is Belize.
Now, this one is number 1 for me, Garrett. Known for its white beaches and spectacular barrier reef, Belize is one of the most famous snorkeling, diving, and fishing destinations in the entire world.
Right, Rob. On the mainland, you will find lush tropical rainforests and mountain ranges. In fact, you can have breakfast on an island, lunch in the jungle, and be back at the beach in time for sunset.
Yeah, and get this, Belize is only a 2-hour flight from Miami and is an English-speaking country.
In addition, it's a tax haven with no tax or income earned outside of the country.
And we've been told the best area to invest in is the Corozal district near the border of Mexico, where you can snap up a gorgeous home for $100,000 to $200,000.
Yep, the cost of living is very low, and with only about $2,000 a month income, you will have an extremely comfortable lifestyle.
Yeah, Belize also has a qualified retirement program, which lets anyone over the age of 35 who can prove a $24,000 a year income settle on a long-term basis.
That's amazing. Now, we've heard a lot of great things about this sixth most affordable country to buy real estate, and that is Thailand.
Yeah, and the place to be is Phuket, Thailand, apparently. Although no one can deny the area's eye-popping natural beauty, much of the world knows the island for the devastating tsunami it suffered in 2004.
However, Rob, the tsunami affected only a small portion of the island, and what it did affect has been rebuilt with much more resiliency.
Right, and Thailand is definitely susceptible to extreme weather. Typhoons occur fairly often on average. They happen about 11 times a year. However, typhoons often don't make landfall, but the leftovers can cause gusts of wind and rain on land.
And it looks like the months from April to May are the hottest in the country, and if you cannot handle extreme heat, a holiday here is best avoided.
And then July onward starts the monsoon season, and the next 3 months are the wettest and the least appealing ones to head to Thailand.
So I guess you're saying that the best time to visit Thailand is during the cool and dry seasons between November and April, when the temperatures, I think, range from about 84 degrees to 97.
Well, you're an amateur meteorologist. I love it. And according to the marketing firm FoundEast.com, Thailand has about 50,000 Americans currently living there. And the reasons most of them love it are because its healthcare system is tremendously superior to the USA, they say. Also, there's no property tax and the quality of life is exceptional.
In addition to that, Rob, Bangkok is a massively diverse city. According to many expats, public transportation, malls, restaurants, and lifestyle options also supersede what we have in the U.S.
Yeah, and since this is a real estate radio show, we should mention that Thailand is a prime real estate opportunity. But keep in mind that foreigners can't own land in Thailand. However, they can own a condominium or a portable house. And a portable house is really what we would call a tiny house or an ADU.
Or, Rob, you could get a one-bedroom condo in a luxury building in Phuket for maybe around $140,000.
Yeah, not bad when you consider it's hard to find a mobile home in our,
well, under $200,000.
Yeah, for that same price.
So let's get into number 7 for the most affordable country to buy real estate, which is the Philippines.
Well, Garrett, this one did not surprise me. We recommend the Philippines for its purchasing power, stable government, and relatively cheap housing.
And Rob, with its large, mostly ex-military American expat population, offers the best beaches, white sands, blue water teeming with marine life, corals, and lush foliage.
Yeah, and the Philippines has some of the lowest income requirements through its various special resident retirees visa. It also has one of the lowest real estate investment requirements for residency, only $10,000 to $50,000 dependent on your age.
And check this out. Global Payment Service Wise points out that in the Philippines, you can rent a one-bedroom apartment in the city for $325 a month versus the median of, say, $1,700 here in the U.S.
Yeah, that is crazy. $325 a month. That is nuts. That's like a car payment here,
yeah,
right?
That was a room maybe that I rented 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in a worn-down hotel,
Sure.
in Stockton or something. Yeah, so the median cost for an apartment is half of what it is in the U.S., and the cost of living is around 52% cheaper, according to Wise. However, keep in mind that like Thailand, foreigners can't own land, but can own a condominium apartment or even an entire building, but not the land it sits on. So the wrap up here is buying a second home overseas is an investment, but ideally you want to buy in a place where you also enjoy spending time, right? It can double as a retirement plan. Today's investment can be tomorrow's retirement residence, earning you rental income until you're ready to move in yourself. And the cost of living in many of the most desirable places around the world is less than here in the U.S., especially the cost of services and healthcare. And by spending time in your overseas vacation home, you can avoid winter heating bills or worse, potential grid collapses like happen in the southern United States that we saw just last year. So go somewhere warm where you don't need heating in the winter, but not too warm where you need AC. And if you're interested in buying a home in another country, the Radio Realtors can help you. With our vast real estate network, you can use us in over 35 countries around the world. And what that means is we can help you sell here in California and anywhere in the United States, as well as buy,
almost anywhere in the world. So give us a call at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or live chat with a member on our team 24/7 at theradiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
And that's all the time we have for this show. So I got one thing to say to you. Stay classy, Northern California.
And thanks for stopping by.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and right before this big heat wave, my AC system died. But I have to tell you, I'm so thankful that I called my friends at Lee's Air Plumbing and Heat. My family chose a Bosch 18-SEER system, and now even through this scorching heat wave, our home is cool and comfortable, and our utility bills are 35% less. Nobody wants to replace their HVAC system, but if you have to, with Lee's you may qualify for up to $8,500 in rebates. So if you need a new HVAC system, repairs, or just a tune-up, go to leesair.com. That's leesair.com.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah. Lee's AC.
Hi, this is Brandon Tatum, host of The Officer Tatum Show. As a former police officer, I know the importance of trusting the people that you work with. And that's why if you're planning on selling your home in Northern California, you want realtors who got your back. Call my friends Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall from the Radio Realtors and eXp Realty. Check this out. Kat and Carl had to sell their home in Roseville and move to Ohio for work. They needed their home sold quickly to buy their next home. And because Rob and Frank spend thousands of dollars on marketing each month, they have a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob and Frank sold Kat and Carl's home in Roseville for $20,000 over list price. Plus, they referred them to an agent in Ohio through their nationwide network of realtors and helped them get a great deal on a home there too. Don't wait. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 0140-6275.
Robert Lewis here, and have you ever found a place that's a best-kept secret? A place so good, you wonder why everyone isn't going there. Well, I just discovered such a place, and it's called Kelly's Crepes and Burgers in Citrus Heights. They're on Auburn Boulevard near Antelope Road. Kelly's Crepes and Burgers is a family-owned restaurant, and one word describes their food: delicious. Kelly serves up freshness all day, every day. Gourmet hamburgers, savory and sweet crepes, sandwiches, salads, pastas, and even breakfast items. And no matter what you choose, you'll leave full and happy. And you might even have some leftovers for the next day. Kelly's Crepes and Burgers, the best American restaurant in Citrus Heights, and a best-kept secret, but not for long. Dine in 7 days a week at Kelly's at 8000 Auburn Boulevard, or order online at kellyscrepesandburgers.com. That's KELYS crepesandburgers.com. Delicious.
With summertime here, maybe it's finally time to do something with that house that you own that is stressing you out.
Yeah, whether it's a heavy fixer-upper with deferred maintenance, an older all-original home, an inherited house, or even a hoarder home.
Or maybe you have bad tenants, a divorce sale, or you're behind on payments.
We've got something called the Easy Cash Offer. If you're in need of a fair and quick all-cash home sale, Rob and Garrett here at the Radio Realtors can help.
Call the Radio Realtors today, 833-32-RADIO.
That's 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.